Ever pondered about the role failure plays in the path to success? Is failure a foe to be feared, or could it possibly be the best teacher one could ask for? Consider a man who was demoted from his job at a newspaper because he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. That man was Walt Disney. Today, his imagination is celebrated worldwide, and his creativity has shaped childhoods for generations. Or think about the woman who was fired from her television reporting job because she was too emotionally invested in her stories. That woman was Oprah Winfrey. Today, her empathy and emotional investment have made her one of the most influential figures in the media industry. Then there's the man who was cut from his high school basketball team because he wasn't good enough. That man was Michael Jordan. Today, he is widely considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time. These stories are not anomalies. They are testaments to the transformative power of failure. Failure is not the end. Rather, it's a beginning. It is a signal that there is something to learn, a new direction to explore, a different approach to consider. Walt Disney didn't let failure define him. Instead, he used it as a stepping stone to create a global empire that has brought joy to millions. Oprah Winfrey didn't let failure silence her. Instead, she harnessed it as fuel to become a voice for the voiceless and a beacon of hope for many. Michael Jordan didn't let failure bench him. Instead, he used it as motivation to work harder, play smarter, and rise to unparalleled heights in his sport. So, what is the lesson here? It's simple. Failure is not a stop sign, it's a teacher. When you fail, you learn what doesn't work. You gain insight into the areas that need improvement. You get a clearer picture of where you need to go and how to get there. Failure forces you to face the reality that success isn't guaranteed, that it requires hard work, resilience, and a never-give-up attitude. Failure is not to be feared, it's to be embraced. Because without failure, there can be no growth. Without failure, there can be no innovation. Without failure, there can be no success. So the next time you encounter failure, remember Walt Disney, Oprah Winfrey, and Michael Jordan. Remember that they too failed. But more importantly, remember that they didn't let failure stop them. They learned from it. They grew from it. They succeeded in spite of it. And you can too. So don't dread failure. Welcome it, learn from it, grow from it. Because in the grand scheme of things, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. And that, dear listener, is the value of failure. It is the best teacher you could ever ask for.